at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Hey, blue 60! Easy alert!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 82 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd. Now, boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
51 to Mike, boy. 50. Delta.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Raheem Mostert, he was great in that NFC title game, 220 yards. But Super Bowl, 58 yards on 12 carries, though. He did score the touchdown in the 3rd quarter to put the Niners up 20-10.
And think about the journey of Raheem Mostert and what he's traveled. That he has a 220-yard game, 4 touchdowns in the NFC title game that you just mentioned. But only getting 12 carries in the Super Bowl, I don't think in his wildest dreams he would have thought, I only got 12 carries in a Super Bowl? That tells you how valuable he became and what people will focus on. And don't forget Tevin Coleman, the great comeback from the dislocated shoulder against Green Bay in the title game. 5 carries, 28 yards in the Super Bowl. Came back to start that game, showed a great amount of toughness, but they didn't run it nearly as much as we expected, and they ended up with the result that maybe was unexpected too, a loss in the Super Bowl.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. The first down carry here for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14, 49ers 7.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
Here we go.
creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I got this.
From the 24, Garoppolo. Now he steps away. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Complete to Kendrick Bourne. That's a gain of 6.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Black 80!
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21.
Let's get off the field. Check.
Hey, Charlie.
40's the mic. Nice.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Mostert at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Mostert, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and power it in with H2H. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They come out here in the I. Now we'll give to the big fullback H2H. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle H2H, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Check 59!
They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. Hey, they didn't see that coming at all. This is Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. On first down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Galladay. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 57 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. Mostert. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. To throw is Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. I'm just impressed he held on to that football. You're coming across the middle on the crossing route like that, absorb that contact.
All we talk about in today's football is trying to get the football away from the offensive player. Sometimes you just can't do that, and you have to finish a play off with a good old-fashioned tackle, as we just saw.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Stafford throws complete to Galladay, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, wahoo!
Check my corner. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Let's bring it.
21, 21. Smooth.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Stop your whining.
On 1st down, Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 10.